Hey, what's going on? How you guys doing? Welcome to the show. Excuse me. Yeah, it always sounds like I'm choking. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking before I do the show. Anyway, no. Anyway, welcome to the show. And if you don't know, or if you haven't seen what's behind me, we are doing a O to refs, a shout out to the backbone of our community when we play. So let me do this, you guys. I've been in our sport since 2008. And before that, I'm not a sports guy. I never yelled at the referees on the TV. Hey, ref, you're blind. I never was like, I didn't even understand what these zebras did. I was never really into that whole thing. I just never got into it. And then I was like, people were always like, no, they're like, well, they're out there and they're doing their job. Other people are like, no, they've been paid to do it. They're probably like, turning their head or something. I don't know anything about this stuff. 2008, when I started playing, and I drank the Kool-Aid, I said, I want to do this thing called the WTL, the Woods Ball Tournament League. And so I did. I created my own Woods Ball Tournament League. This was before the UWL. And when I created this league, I knew nothing really about our sport other than I like to play with pistols. But people came to me before we started and they said, if you're going to do this and you want to be legitimate about it, you've got to hire professional refs. And I said, where do I get professional refs? And they said, we have a connection. His name is Dave Diaz, and he's basically one of the head refs for the NPPL. You guys remember that one? The NPPL. And I said, let's do it. So it was a seven man, 7 minute, kind of like the NPPL format. And I've hired 20 refs because I didn't know. And I paid each of them, I think it was like $50 a day, $75. I don't know. It was kind of a high amount to the point where people were calling me and saying, hey, I want to be a ref. So, but the thing is though, the refs legitimized my tournament. They had their jersey, the NPPL jerseys on. There was like, refs were like on the spot. They knew what they were doing. Everything was great. They made the tournament work. People left the tournament saying this was like one of the best recreational tournaments that we've ever played in. We're coming back. And again, it's all because of the refs. We put on a good show, but the refs killed it. And at that moment on, I understood the concept behind reffing and how important games were to the game and the referee cohesiveness was. So I've been playing, like I said, since 2008. I've flown all over the world, playing everywhere. In Germany, they're called marshals, and in everywhere else, they're called referees. But everywhere I've gone, I've appreciated them, and I've hung out with them, and I've thanked them, and every time I go on stage, I said, let's thank the refs, and you guys are in my heart. And I know that you guys don't get the recognition, the limelight. And a lot of you don't care about that. You just want to have a great time and just do what you're doing. But I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to bring on, with the help of Desi Johnson, he's going to be my showrunner tonight, because what do I know about your guys' life? But he knows everything. So I'm going to bring you guys on. We're going to have a great time. We got a couple pop-up park owners. We got a couple pop-up sponsors. And yeah, this is going to be your show tonight. I want you guys to shine. So don't be afraid to say anything. Be yourself, be natural, and let the world know what you guys do and how important you guys are. Okay, so enough of that. Let me do this, and hang on a second. Let me find Desi. Where's Desi? Desi, where'd you go? There you are. Okay, cool. Let me do this. How was that? You had your
That
own.
was awesome.
You had your own intro music.
I've never had my own intro music before, man. We're having first times all day today.
How much do I love you guys? Come on, you get your own intro music. That's amazing, right? All right, cool. All right, Desi, listen. So what happened, you guys, was Mark and I came up with this idea of like, let's do a ref show. I mean, we've done the cooking show, we've done the Canadian show, we've done the German show. We've got so many more shows in the lineup, but we pushed this one to the front. And we said, okay, let's do this show. Right now is the best time to do this thing. Let's just do this show. And Mark started the chat for if you guys, it's basically like someone was in a cat shelter and let all the cages open. It was like, Rawr! And I was like, I want to like this. And then I'm like, whoa, I don't know if I can handle this. So I go, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get Desi on. He's gonna be my wingman. I'm gonna be his wingman. He's gonna be running the show. I'm gonna be running the board.
And good luck, everybody. If I'm running the show, good luck, everyone. We tried.
So, what we're going to do, though, is he kind of came up with some great ideas. One of the ideas was to actually organize it in sections, a tournament section, a rec ball section, a big game section, and have those refs come in from that kind of situation. And again, I'm just here. I'm just your platform. Step on me. We'll do whatever you want to do. I don't care. But let's make this happen, and let's make these guys shine. Are you in?
Absolutely. I'm ready, man.
All right, cool. So let's do this. So the ones that I just had in the green room up, you're saying those are good to go for the what tournament?
Yes, sir. This is going to start with the tournament league.
All right, cool. So let's go this way. Let's go that way, that way, that way. And you guys,
I was supposed to do scenario.
So again, you guys, I don't have what's it called? I don't have any more room than what we have here. I can't stretch my monitor and make more room for you guys. So it doesn't work that way. So the way the software works is I can only do this. So you guys are the first ones in. We're going to hang out. We're going to chat about whatever they want to chat about. And then Desi's going to say, okay, he's going to pull the plug on your name. We're going to send you back down.
I tell you what, BGR, you said you want to touch base on scenario. You want to wait out, baby?
Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine.
Okay,
can we tag him back out?
Okay, cool. All right, brother. Hold on one second. Let me just do this. And
that was sweet. That worked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Look at the power.
And he's going.
Look at the power he has. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I didn't expect this guy to be on the show. I thought he couldn't make it. I guess he can.
Oh, Spyro.
There we go.
I'm doing scenario, guys.
Hang on a second. Wait a minute. Are you in the witness protection program? What's going on? Why can't we see you?
That's a good question. Why can't you see me?
All right, let's do something with your camera because all we see is a little icon. It looks like an eggplant.
I'm working on it.
All right, so we're gonna let you hang out there while you're working on it. Okay, listen, Desi, I've lined up some pictures that the refs gave me. I don't know who's connected to who, but I'll maybe just popping them up now and then. And then also, again, we've got 2 park owners that are going to be doing. One of our new features is pop-up sponsors and pop-up park owners. The pop-up sponsors are going to pop up, and the pop-up sponsors are going to pop up. Tell us a little bit about who their brand is, what they do, and they're going to give stuff away so you guys can kind of choose get the item. Make sure they don't have the same last name as you. Thank you. And then the next one is we got a pop-up park owner, and a pop-up park owner is going to come up and sing your praises. How's that?
Sure.
Oh no.
Dude,
I'm in. I'm in.
It's good being a celebrity because you just tell people what to do and they do it. So I'm in. All right.
I can't wait for these days.
We've got we got Dewan, and he's supposed to be one of our pop-up sponsors. It looks like he's early. Maybe he's doing his time. I'm gonna
say Juan David.
There you go. That's just
hey, Juan David. Okay.
All right, listen, Desi. Right now it's 4:10. Like I said, until I pass out, you can go.
Copy that. So first off, some of you guys that are watching, those of you guys who are on the video here with us, a lot of you have just put in countless hours into the grind. And the grind that we do, let's face it, man, we do it because we love this game. We put in 100% every day we go into it. And in reality, man, we don't need that much to just survive and to love and to continue our game. But
wanna
over
bump
the
me to
course of
scenario?
time, you know, things have changed. And, you know, here it is in 2020. The game is kicking butt. I think I'm seeing it, at least in Florida wise from us. There are games, there are events all over the country. There is tournament leagues, minor leagues, as well as your overall, you know, like your NXL that is going on. And I've just got a couple of questions for you guys ultimately, man, to figure out and kind of dial in, you know, inside to what we do and why we do this. So I'll tell you what, we'll start off the rip, man. Let me see, 17 headbands, my man. Let's
Okay,
see.
listen,
My man, Desi, how you doing?
You guys, one second. I'm sorry. I'm just as a producer. Just let me jump in. You guys, do me a favor and tell us what your name is and the park that you play at, right? So we can know, learn about you. Thank you, Desi. Yes. Yeah. Read the
You're
next.
absolutely right, bro. So 17 headbands. Who are you?
My name's Philip Morgan. I play at Hot Shots Paintball. It's where I hail from, out of West Palm Beach, Florida. I have been reffing for about 7 years. Started with rec ball, ended up in tournament life after that, and from there I've played many scenarios. Been around the block time or two with paintball.
What do you predominantly ref currently?
Currently, a lot of X-Ball, tournament ball. I work for the NXL, the SPL, the MVPS League. I'm looking to be working with MSXL. Everything is kind of on hold right now, as it is, but
Globally. Rock on, man. Yes.
globally.
Let's see, Spyro. Who are you?
Sirs. Sean Spyro. I'm doing scenarios. I mean, do you want to keep me in the speedball and all the pro chat we've got right now, or do you want to bump me to scenario?
Producer!
Choice. I'm good.
Bump him.
Okay. All right,
Y'all's
Spyro,
choice.
listen. Listen, I hope when I bump you, you land on your feet, the Altai-Gear feet, I mean.
Definitely.
The all-time feats.
Altai feet. All right, I'm going to bump you, brother. I'll see you in a second,
Yeah,
okay?
no problem.
Okay, cool. Hang on 1 second.
For sure. Enjoy.
All right, cool.
Yes. I love this
Here's the
power.
band hammer.
The band hammer.
Ah.
Okay, so, that's all. You
So
guys
let's go.
got the queue right now. It's just you guys. So
Copy
I guess, let's go ahead. You guys go for it.
All right. Patton, Nade, like grenade. So, where are you guys hailing from?
Lingelstown Paintball Park is my home field right now. It's in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I think that was where you started at too, my friend.
I have been at Lingelstown for the last 17 years. I started when I was 7 years old.
Fun little home field.
Rock on, man. Rock on.
Yeah.
Sorry. Ooh, that was rum.
All
So,
around.
Short
so
bus.
we've been doing a lot of scenario, but we also both do NXL. We both done EPL tournament-wise. But
Chad's a great
mostly
man to work for.
scenario and with Solstice Law and all that.
rock on.
Phil is my hero.
Oh,
You ain't the only one who is your hero.
Well, and he should be because he's awesome. And I saw bust his ass and create like some real ingenuity stuff. We'll get to him in a minute.
man, Bus is one of the greatest people ever. I have
Yeah.
taken more nut shots in my life that he has just suddenly appeared and been the wall for me
Yep.
than I can count. Like, I truly, I appreciate you on a level.
All right, so Mr. Roderick Shortbus Showbo, tell us a little bit about you, Captain.
So started playing paintball when I was 9, in the backyard, outlaw ball, that kind of stuff. Got into reffing tournaments at 16, and I'm sorry, reffing at like rec ball fields and everything like that. Started playing tournaments then. Now I ref for the NXL, the SPL, MVPS, the ICPL. Used to play some tournament ball. Shout out to High Tech Paintball out of Bradenton, Florida. That's definitely my home field and where I got started. I don't have a home field right now, but shout out to Orlando Paintball and Palm Bay Paintball for sure, because there's some good fields up here.
Home is where the ball is.
Home is where the ball is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Florida ballers fall the hardest.
Yeah, for
You guys
sure.
are crazy.
Shout out to
Hey,
Bill.
but in all
our
fairness,
17th
if you go at fields like Orlando where the ground is, level and clear, then yeah, I'd probably ball a little harder too. I got to worry about rocks.
I mean, the other thing is we've got 365 days of summer. So
Right. So you guys don't understand what it is to work out in the cold,
but
hard.
Cali balls, but those Cali boys,
They
they've
do.
also got they are some heavy hitters when they come over and they come and play in some of these tournaments. My God, some of the things they do.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not a West Coast, East Coast thing. They're like, there's pockets of just badassery all over the place.
That's for sure.
All right, so 17 headbands. Phil, I got a couple of questions. I'm going to hit around. I'm going to go around to you guys and kind of give you guys a little bit of questions. And I want to feel some of these questions out here first. And you guys are going to be the first feelers. So tell you what, let's hit you, Showbo. Let me hit you with a question here. Why do you put your body, your mind, your stress, your sweat, blood, and hate on the line? Why do you do this?
Well, like I said, I started playing paintball at a really young age, and I've had some, to be honest, I've had some really shitty experiences playing paintball. Everything from bad fields to bad referees and people who don't give a damn about what they're doing. Really, they just want to use it as an opportunity to make money, and that's paintball's a lot more than that for I think everyone here and for a lot of people as well. So the reason I do it is because if I can provide a positive, good experience for one paintball player and that person keeps playing and brings another person, or they had a shit season in a tournament and they wanted to stay with it because it's fun and I helped them have a fun experience. That's why I'm into paintball. It's not for the money. It's just really for like the good of the sport and because I love it. And I just, if I can't play every weekend, then I want to ref every weekend, and that's where I'm at.
Rock on, bro. Rock on. I think all of us can definitely echo that. We ain't doing it for fame, bros. We're doing it for the love of the game, right?
Absolutely.
So let me hit Patton. I'm going to hit you and Nade. God, that's a badass name, dude. I'm not getting over that one. Let me think here.
Balls.
What are some of the biggest changes that you guys have seen go on since you guys started to where you are today? What are some of the bigger changes that you've seen, at least from our perspective, and what's going on our end?
Oh shit. I mean, given that I've been playing and reffing for somewhere a combination of 17 years, I've watched uncapped semi be pretty much the only way to now the slowest fire rate I've experienced in the tournament.
Go.
I just want to make paintball violent again when it comes to the shooting. Please, even as a ref, I have no problem taking shots. Honestly, it's more fun for me than you'd think. But
Sometimes.
There's times where it's just like, that wasn't very pleasant at all. I enjoyed that. Well,
Downright rude, in fact.
well,
bringing that fire rate back up to what uncapped semi was really made you work harder, made players practice more, and that really is one of the biggest changes for reffing. Is because now it's honestly easier to see some of the other shots because I can tell how much people are shooting and know when they're shooting over and when they're not.
Gotcha. So a way to keep kind of the safety end and the rules in check is the balls per second is big change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Copy.
And then changes in players is a whole different conversation that we could have for years and years. We all have stories that we don't talk about in polite company about everybody, but
It's normally around the campfire and a lot of hate.
yeah. But as a whole,
I mean,
the sports seems to have been affected by the PC culture out there. Just like anything else, unfortunately. Like you said, 17 years. I started out at 8 years old where a Tippmann 98 was bigger than me. And, like we said, on cap semi, I got torched the entire first game I played. I went back out anyways. Is that a great way to grow the sport? I mean, maybe not in sheer numbers, but in quality of play.
For some of us, though, that was our first true love.
Yeah.
Hey, Desi, who's Cole Captain Avi Captain? I don't know. I can't say it. KOLE.
He's Solstice Law president. He's on for scenario later.
Scenario. Okay, cool. All right.
So, Phil, I got a good one for you. 17 headbands.
Oh man,
I bet you
Do I
my
wear?
stack is. I bet you my headband stack is deeper than yours.
it is. It absolutely is.
So, what changes would you want to see in the tournament league of paintball?
In the tournament league of
Open up the
paintball.
can now.
Oh man, you're. There's a lot of things that a lot of leagues do for us that's wonderful, and there's a lot of things that, to get down to the nitty gritty of it, I don't come for the money. I mean, I'm not gonna show up if it's under $200. Gonna be honest, a day, and that's tough. I mean, it's hard to walk away from your day job or whatever you're doing, unless paintball is your everyday thing, to go and make anything less than $200 to $175 a day. So when dealing with that, I come back to paintball for the people in paintball, for the love of paintball. There's a lot of things that when you're working a divisional field, it does absolutely feel like you are within a concentration camp. There is a feeling of neglect that comes from working with these lower divisional leagues. There's a lot that they will try to do, and a lot of it does come down to budget. But we also do know what they're paying for entry for these players and the cases of paint and everything else that's going on. We're not uninformed to the backdoor deals that's going on. Hell, the players come and brag about this stuff. So the fact that any of that's going on, money is always a big factor for everyone.
Right. We still got bills to pay.
I think really what it comes down to is the level of respect given back by the league. And there comes a point when you're not sure if you want to come back at the end of the event. You've signed up for the whole season. Like, I'm going to dedicate to do this, but like, I don't know that I want to show up to get screamed at for 12 hours a day, to get shot randomly by somebody who decided that it wasn't a nice call. Maybe you didn't like your tone of voice. Whatever it may be, maybe their grandma died, so they're going to take it out on everyone that they see on the field. There's days where I wake up Saturday morning after Thursday, Friday of World Cup, and that is Saturday for World Cup of NXL is the hardest day. You wake up, you're dragging. It is, you're tired. You've been hanging out with the boys. You're working from sun up to sundown. You don't eat dinner till about 9, 10 o'clock if you're lucky.
If you want to
unless if somewhere's open, you get a somewhat lunch. Lunches have gotten better for a period of time. When I worked for we got a hamburger in tinfoil with no condiments. For a period of time with the NXL, we're getting old Subway sandwiches. There's a lot of things that just comes down to like humanitarian, or just treat your refs the way that you would want to be treated if you were reffing.
Yep.
And it's in every league. It's every league that I've ever worked for, ever been around. There is at some point that it is a make or break.
So what you're saying is, in coming into this, then
What's up, guys?
you are
Pizzo, how are you?
now opened up the can of worms, right?
You need to adjust your audio so that way you're not reverting so hard.
Oh, I have it in the cup. My bad. There.
The empty cup.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
So what I'm starting to pick up on is that from a tournament perspective, you guys are the meat grinder. There's in these tournaments, time essentially is money, and there's a limited amount of time on how it works.
And we can absolutely get into that, because every year at World Cup, there is a head ref or a field that will go until the sun goes down and they bring lights out, because they do not know how to schedule. I mean, there's a system to it, and Chris Rail has broken it down to whatever he's going to do whatever with oh God, I can't.
That was you last year, Bill.
I just lost the name of what his whole thing is that he does all of the scheduling. But for example, for 5-man, there is only 2 minutes allotted for the game, and there is no time allotted between games for the game to set up. So a 5-man game is supposed to last 5 minutes, right, at its maximum. And they can go 5 minutes. If you go to time for 3 games in a row, you're almost 30 minutes behind schedule.
Yeah, it gets really bad.
And it's a race against the clock. It's a race. It's an absolute race against the clock the whole time. And you're rushing. You're going. What's a lunch break? What's a break at all? What is a break?
It's like 15 minutes for a whole day. It's not good.
So
an hour to finally get an hour with the NFL where they have allotted us. They've written it in an hour, and you have to, as the head referee, be able to make sure you stay on time, because if you at any point mess up and you're now behind schedule, that's cutting into everyone's lunch break. You've got 5 minutes for lunch now.
And the teams are the variable too. It's not us. We could be running as fast as possible, and teams could screw the whole thing up for a couple hours. It's a fight every time.
Damn. So, time, which is what everyone's racing against. But what I'm more receiving from your guys' end is you guys are some of the more you guys are in the trenches. Absolutely. You have people who are headhunting over a bad call, in their opinion of a bad call. You have attitudes and aggravate. I mean, they're competing for money. So
right.
You're saying that there's not enough time specifically for the people running the show. True or false? We run the show, right?
There's not enough time. There's not enough time, and it's not even fair to the players. Are you kidding me?
Teams to time ratio is never in our favor. No, sorry,
it's never in our favor in that aspect. You're absolutely correct, Pizzo. It's never, and it is unfair to those players. It feels like robbing them.
It does.
You paid for the time to play, and now I have to tell you you've got to get on the field in 5 seconds because we're behind schedule. Like, you just came off the field.
Especially the lower divisions, the upper divisions, they know that's a thing. Like they just gotta do what they can do in the time that they have, and just forget all the crap that's happening. They're here now; they gotta play. But lower divisions, man, it's a pain because they don't understand a lot of the time, especially if you're a pit boss, and it's
and your job as a referee for those lower divisionals is to teach them, is to prepare them to be ready to move on into these next divisions. But for you to have to rush these people also in both levels, where you're rushing these people, and it doesn't get rushed for the pro division. There's a whole level of, we're not going to even touch upon the fact that the pro.
We're on the discussion of the meat and potatoes of what really makes up your tournament.
Yeah, the backbone. It's lower divisional for sure. It's not, Division 2, not Division 1 or pro. It's everything.
Division 4 has the most teams.
Hold on 2 seconds.
You guys, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm running the board, running the show, running everything. We're going to be doing pop-up sponsors. We're going to be doing pop-up park owners to come in and give you guys praise. So I'm going to cut in sometimes. I apologize because This is really fascinating. I didn't know about this inside baseball. Maybe I'm going to get kicked out of paintball because of this show, but I don't care. You know what?
You gave us a stand, and we're standing on it.
All right.
This is
They're going to take my celebrity certificate away, so I'm not going to be able to be a celebrity anymore. All right, cool. Ready? Hold on one second.
Yeah.
I'm going to put.
This time for y'all.
Listen, Headband, I'm going to put you down for 1 second. I'll bring you back up. Okay, hold on 1 second. Who are you?
Hey, boys. Thanks for
Hey, we're live. Cool. Hey, what's it say on your shirt?
It says Wasaga Beach Paintball.
Wasaga Beach.
Wasaga Beach. All right. Tell us who you are, what park you represent, and how much you're going to praise these wonderful people.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm Donna Langman from Wasaga Beach Paintball Adventure. We've been in our park for 28 years. So we have
Holy cow.
We've also we run an adventure park. So paintball is part of it, and it's been a big part of it for 28 years. And we have 14 outdoor fields as well as speedball. So most of them are woods ball. We have 2 speedball fields. And we also, you guys have been talking about tournament paintball. So we have 3 divisions that are playing. We actually were down at World Cup this year with 2 of the divisions. And we also run a big game, one of the largest in Canada. And we've been doing that since I don't know.
Oh, we got Canadian ball. All right.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have a lot of staff that are referees that work every day for us, and we absolutely love them and praise them because they got it tough, man. I mean, they're walking all the time, back and forth with the fields. They got to deal with inebriated bachelor parties. They got to deal with little bratty kids. They've got to deal with hotheads. You know, they got a lot of things that referees are dealing with, and we have 2 things in our field that when you walk in our door, the staff door there, the first one is safety. As you guys know, safety is number 1. And then number 2 is customer service. So you guys were talking about, you know, the player, you want it to be the best experience for the player. And that's exactly, I think, the number 2 job of the referee is to make sure that that player is making plans to come back for the next time that they're coming. And we used to run the Canadian National Amateur Open, which up here we ran the Canadian National Amateur Open, which was also known as Beach Blitz. You might have heard about that. That was from 1993 until 2004. And gosh, we had a lot of referees for that. And a lot of them came up from the States. Nice. And so, yeah, and I feel so bad for the referees that are in those big games, especially, you know, we've had big games where there's 2,000 people at them. And there's a lot of balls flying, and they're not always hitting the opponents. Many times they're hitting the referee, which I know you guys
if only their accuracy would be better.
Right. So Donna, thank you very much for coming on and telling the referees how great a job they do, because we all know that, we all love them.
Yeah, thank you so much, because you guys play in rotten heat and cold times too, and you got to put up with a lot, but we thank you so much for all the work that you're doing.
Donna, we'd really appreciate you being able to take care of your staff on your level and in your hands. You're helping these guys enjoy, for one of the few things we all get to do. We actually enjoy our job in having ownership of these parks and in different facilities. Care about us is huge. And from a business, from your end, thank you for caring and giving a crap about us, because we really care about this game. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. You guys are the backbone of it all, right? It's
nice.
If you guys
I'll take that.
Are doing their job as good as you do, then people are going to want to come back, right? So if we want to grow the sport, you guys are the backbone of it.
That's it.
Sarah. All right, Sarah, be safe. I'll talk to you later.
Thanks so much.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Yo,
Nice,
by the way, New Jersey's backbone. Just think about it. Look, don't you worry. I already got my brain working.
Pants are here Saturday.
Actually, to touch on something that Sarah brought up, customer service is the most important job of a referee. It is staying calm in situations of being yelled at and screamed at, and to provide a service that allows you to want them to come back. You want people to return because it's your job. First off, it's your job. You want them to come back, so it's job security. But past that, it's you love paintball, so you want them to love paintball. And if you're an asshole to them, they're not going to want to be around.
Yeah, 100%.
Got to be the right kind of asshole for paintball refs.
Well said, Patton.
Yeah, it's got to be the exact right, because like there's a certain amount of asshole you have to be, right? You're still telling them I'm in charge and you don't have a choice in that. It's still my world and you're a part of it, right? When you're at least you're gonna get later into it, but correct ball.
I mean, you can't really look at it.
Right. That's a.
You know what, Cole? I'll go put on my headbands for you.
Cole, challenge accepted.
Education is probably paramount no matter what division that I ref, whether it's D6 to semi-pro. If you're a pit boss, which normally I am, because I can help with the head ref run through games. Education, helping them, it's a big part of it. Now, we're not supposed to really talk to them, but there's a lot of stuff that we can do to help the head ref run his field.
I will absolutely speak to players and ask them, why did you make that bump? Why did you do that? Did you hear your player speaking to you?
So if it's like
did you call out to your people? Like, what happened? What train of thought got lost? Or what did you see that made you decide to do this?
So hold on. You're telling me that not only do you guys in the trenches getting your heads ripped off by players who can't shoot or got a bad attitude, but now you're telling me as tournament referees, as well referees in general, that you now are helping those players learn from their mistakes?
100%.
Sometimes I just want to know why they did it.
Yeah.
Phil, that was a dumb move. Why'd you do that?
What? Why?
I've had in national events. I've had people from Florida come up asking for advice on how do I make the next day out of my 4 days. And you know what? They have that little talk, and then they're making Sunday and taking home prizes. It's literally that simple. They'll come to you because that's the comfort. You're away from home. You're traveling this way. It's actually the best feeling. And yeah, it happens a lot.
You know what's nice about this group right here is you don't have to fear being like blackballed for saying something like that. Like, yeah,
as long as they're not on here watching us. Right?
Yeah. No, the truth is, yeah. You gotta like.
I mean, you can
so much of
my
it.
opinion.
How am I not gonna give that knowledge on where I can? I'm sorry.
I'll put on
Sorry.
the epilepsy awareness headband.
I'm watching all of you guys put on your headbands, and I'm like, my God.
Where is your you in the car? Well, I gotta get the rest of mine, but this one
so
epilepsy awareness today.
One of the things I noticed about tournaments nowadays is that, like the Division 6 paintball, it used to be filled with people that were trying to get into paintball, just learning, wanting to get that tournament experience. And that was like the way, making a T6 division was the way of making that little bit of work for those squads count. But now you have a lot of situations where big clubs, where they field teams for like every division, will take a group of guys for D6 and train them for a year, and then they throw them into the D6 bracket. And it kind of takes away the experience that's available for new players to come in and get their feet wet in tournaments. Because you shouldn't be reffing D6 paintball like you ref pro paintball. And, these guys are still learning. These guys are still learning how to hold their freaking gun right, let alone all the rules that we know and that we can punish them on. Sometimes you got to take those opportunities to, hey, player, shut up, come here right now. And then you kind of pull them in as you're taking them off the field. This is what you did wrong. And if I see you do it again, you're going to catch a penalty. But, and you got to have those teachable moments with people, especially when you have situations where that penalty wouldn't have changed. Instead of making some kid feel like shit for what he did, you can take those opportunities and make it a teachable moment, and then get that bad maneuver out of somebody. So yeah, I don't know. That's
and that also comes down to what CJ, whenever we have our meetings with the NXL, gets into the gray areas. Does that call affect the game, or is it going to affect the game in a way that is going to negatively affect the game? you do have to make that decision. It is your discretion, right? There are things that are cut and dry. This is the rules. And there are things that are discretionary. Are these guys deciding that they're going to bonus ball somebody walking off the field? Maybe he's just holding a lane, or is he deliberately turning and shooting at somebody? Like, how many players has he done that to? Is this the first player you caught? Is it the third player you caught? Are they coaching outside of the field? Do they have AirPods in their friggin' ears? Like,
that's a big thing. Talking to them off field.
It's a big thing, yeah. Signaling off the field, umbrellas. Some little Asian lady on her iPods telling the guys where they are in the field. They've seen it all. It's out there.
Hold on. Time. Okay, you're telling me a flag, bro. Fuck, where's a flag? Flag. Okay, you're telling me
Is that a cat?
that now the tournament end of things has turned into where I've got my AirPods in, and I've got someone on the sideline telling me where to gun.
Yeah, it gets really tournaments gets really complicated. You got a lot of money on the line. Remember when EVS came out? They had the HUDs. They outlawed those from actual national tournaments because of certain abilities within those. So yeah, definitely earpods is a big thing. As a pit boss, you have to be aware of that. Like, I can touch.
Dude, mind blown, dude. Absolute mind blown.
I have
it's all very low key though.
Martelling, make paintball violent again. Absolutely.
It's all very low key. We take care of that, and most people don't even know what's going on. Really.
Or illegal firing modes, or maybe if one of the things that I can say that I can not doubt about just all of the years that I've put into reffing, the one thing that you can say I can hear is firing modes or balls per second, and you can just tell there's a repetition you hear over and over, and that might be because of my experience of doing marching band for years and years as well. But hearing this repetition over and over and over and over again, hearing something slightly different does draw your attention to it. And
of course,
things like that, like certain guns cannot be put into the correct firing. There was a period of time, I am not going to lie, it is entirely my fault. I did this, and I had to redo a lot of things because of something that I found in it. And Pizzo, it was your fault as well because you brought me the gun.
Yeah, because I'm normally picking up all these old guns, and like I know that can't go in the mode, and it's like we screw up sometimes. But go ahead.
Basically, the gun would be firing in like 10.27. It was an odd fire. It would not go to 10.2
But you
all.
can hear the difference. I can hear half BPS. But
Johnny, I fucking love you. But it is something that when I brought it up to the guys within the NXL, the upper staff of NXL, I'm like, hey, we can't get these guns to do anything. Like, we can't make it do what it needs to be doing. And it's not just this one; it's this whole team's gun, and it's this team
that sucks for the team.
Yeah, and I mean, but eventually, it just comes down to when my neck jiggles when I talk.
You got the gobbler.
Turkey gizzard going up.
Yeah. I know. But it really just came down to they were like, okay, don't worry about it. It's not really affecting too much, and it is and it isn't. The argument is it's 0.07 faster. But the argument is it's 0.07 faster.
Because here's the thing, in that 0.07, like in Vegas, beginning of the year, right off break, I watched the guy take
this year or last year?
Huh?
This or last year?
This year. I literally I watched the point start, and guy took 3 or 4 right to the face, and that just doesn't happen. There's certain things where you got to kind of ride or die by your call. Especially it happened a year or so ago in Dallas. We had some incidents. So you really have to, like, if there's something wrong with guns that are on the field in upper divisions, they will just leave them. They'll just leave them in the dirt, in the mud. because they know that they can't get caught with them. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into the guns and rate of fire stuff. It's really too much to get into, but it's a thing.
All right.
It's far
All
too
right,
much.
so let me bring you guys back now. We've been on a good tangent here. There's a lot of illegal stuff that's going on in tournaments in the sense of these guys trying to break the rules with AirPods. Mind blown. You know, the firing modes, something that's been going on for a long time. So let's bring us back something for us as the players wise. Or I say players, but we're all players. But for the referees. Ref-specific gear produced by companies. Is there something in particular that you guys would want to have in your arsenal of like dealing with hate and violence? Apparently Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and breakdown. Is there something that you guys yourselves would want to see?
A lot of times it's really just having something that's comfortable and easy to travel with. A lot of us aren't traveling with checked luggage. It's a backpack full, and we're so good at it because we got to be comfortable and we got to make sure that we can have something that's going to work throughout the year and doesn't cost us a ton of money because
we have to stuff everything into a backpack most times. I me as a head ref because of what the NXL does to take care of their upper staff. And they do take care of us. I'm not saying in any level that the NXL does not take care of their upper staff. I would like to see some better fruit snacks. I understand why we don't have them anymore.
Just put them in the freezer.
Yeah. The other thing is that you most times when I'm traveling to any of these other smaller leagues, I'm traveling with a backpack. I'm flying Spear. I'm getting the cheapest flight as possible to get there, to make the most out of it, because I don't want to spend a ton of money to get there and not make a whole lot.
Yeah, but I won't fly Spirit.
To then get beat up all weekend to go home to go work my 9 to 5 Monday through Friday.
With swollen legs and feet and just going like I would get off a plane. I'd tell my boss, hey, I gotta leave. I'm going to California to ref this thing. I'll be back on Monday. I would leave on a Friday. I'm back there spying all night Sunday evening. Monday morning, I'm at work doing a 10-hour job, and my boss is going, I don't even know how you do that. And they're just in awe. But we do it with swollen feet, and it's just nuts, right? But it's one of those things. Yeah. And it's a lot for someone to come to Florida and go to the West Coast for a couple of days, go through a whole bunch of stuff, and then come back. Yeah. Trying to, while you're there, represent your region and your area and try and help people, because a lot of times, like when I went to Camp Pendleton for my first time last year, they didn't have enough ref staff. I showed up, I didn't know how to get on the base. I ended up getting on the base. The thing is they paired me with a player who ended up wanting to ref to learn it that weekend, and he was repping me. He was my corner, and by the end of it, he's like, man, referee really does show me how to everything about the sport, and he learned a heck of a whole lot, even to better his playing career. So if I can go across the country and I can train somebody and get them comfortable, that's part of the customer service thing. That's part of the interpersonal relationships with vendors and individuals that are at these events. You never know you're going to run into and who you can help, and you never know what one person is capable of.
So back to ref specific gear, which is the topic.
But sorry, Jack.
Jesus.
You were in a pirate hat. Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I do things. I don't really see like too much of a need for like specific gear. I feel like you don't want to like give people more ways to cheat and mess around. So you make ref specific stuff, and players will find a way to abuse it. Refs know that if they can afford some extra layers on a hot day, they're going to do it. But I think that one of like the bigger issues is you go to a tournament and maybe it's the dead of winter and you have a jersey that's mesh, like thin mesh, or it's the dead of summer and you have a jersey that basically freaking bulletproof. And I feel like just if the events can provide options for us instead of making us stick to one type of jersey throughout the year, that would be pretty cool. But as far as like companies needing to create ref specific gear, I don't really find a need for it. Like companies like Under will already make player pants into shorts and stuff like that. So I don't find a need for ref specific stuff.
Yeah,
No,
Chris
there's
takes a
no
lot of
real
feedback from
specific.
some of us on some stuff that he makes. So he does like collapsible backpacks and stuff. He came to a bunch of stuff. Me specifically about something I bought at Walmart. He's like, I'd like to make something that's better than that. Can we just kind of collaborate and stuff and little tidbits? If Chris has a facility, he's able to facilitate something like that coming to actual fruition and it's a physical product, or like Israel with SPL and what they do and what they offer. It's
Yeah.
that what
Yes,
any
I agree.
that helps, and they help us too, and we love that. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
One of the biggest things that helps promote paintball leagues, honestly, is, and at a level there, you do need to sell some of your gear to your referees. But if you're able to give away at least once a season a shirt to every referee that you've got, I've opened the doors for them. They're walking.
Give me a pat on the back, right? Give me a pat on the back. I did my job, right?
Yep.
When you go to a paintball tournament, you're only wearing stuff that's paintball ag, always. So whatever league you went and played for, or anything from whatever league, whatever, any of it, if it's made by a certain company or made by a certain league and you loved it, you're going to wear it. It's Saturday. That's your Saturday outfit, whatever. It's literally walking advertisement.
Right. So
Because
why
I know
not
that I wear
hook up the
whatever
boys
league
with a clean shirt before we jump on the airplane?
Yes. Or I have a different league's shirt, dry fit shirt underneath my rep jersey.
Desi,
Sir,
we got a pop-up sponsor. Hold on
ooh,
1 second.
let's hit it. Who's our sponsor?
Hold on 1 second. I just need to let one of you guys down in the green room for a second. So I
Pick
can
me.
sponsor in there. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, by law. Oh, we're in trouble now.
All right. Tell us who you are. Tell us your brand, and also give us. Obviously, I have to give praise to the ref too.
Oh, the refs know I love them. I've had the pleasure of being ref by them a few times or played alongside of them. Some of them might be partially hard of hearing now because of me. I'm sorry, guys, but I love you. Thank you for everything that you do. My name's Trouble. I'm a longtime member of the 13th Legionnaires, and I am the captain of the East Coast chapter. And I am here brought to you to sponsor my Looking for Trouble brand and do a giveaway. At Looking for Trouble, we do barrel bags, posters. We got one poster.
Nice.
Everyone needs a poster in the war
Very
room.
popular in Europe. You are.
Okay.
Yep. Awesome.
All right. So, Trouble. What are we giving away? What are we giving away today? Barrel bag, poster.
Today, I am going to give away a poster and a sticker.
Nice.
Because
Where do we? Where do
And
we?
it's blue, of course.
Nice. Where do we find you?
I have a Looking for Trouble page on Facebook, so you guys can find me there. And don't forget to hit up the Legionnaires Loyalty and pick up some of our swag.
I got it. Okay. Can you see any of the people that are on the show right now? Can you see any of our viewers?
I can't.
You can't. Okay, Desi. I'm gonna throw it back to you. Pick somebody, but somebody with not the same last name as you. Desi,
sure.
pick a person to win. Look at all our viewers. Pick someone to win.
Okay.
Andrew Whitaker.
Whitaker.
How do you find
I vote Whitaker.
Okay, you guys.
Whitaker? Whitaker gets it.
Whitaker gets it. Okay, listen. Do me a favor, Whitaker. Do me a favor. Where can Whitaker PM you or text you or get a hold of you? Trouble?
Yes.
Where can Whitaker get a hold of you so he can get his prize?
He can PM me on Looking for Trouble page and send me his address, and I'll send it out. And I'm even going to sign it.
I like
Cool.
it. Thanks very
We'll
much.
facilitate that if it's a trouble. We'll take care of it.
All right, cool. Thank you very much to our pop-up sponsor, Trouble, and we'll see you later, Trouble. Okay,
Thanks,
cool.
Trouble.
She's awesome. All the refs in Europe love her. It's amazing. She's great.
Nice. Okay, you guys, we got one more pop-up. We have a pop-up Park who wants to thank you guys for all your hard work and dedication. Hang on a second. Let me
Another
see.
Park who wants to thank us?
Wait a minute.
I don't know why.
Well, he left. He'll be back. He's having problems with his internet connection. So you guys go about your business. I'll find him.
So what I'm thinking at this point, guys, we've kind of gone over quite a bit regarding for the tournament side of things. Ultimately here is that, you know, we as referees on the tournament on the field, we need to have, you feel a little bit more recognition, maybe a little bit more, show a little bit more love to the guys in the trenches who are out there doing everything they can to ensure that it is a safe game. Oh, nice,
There he is.
oh hell! Here we go.
All right. Oh, wait. Are you playing the trumpet?
Recognition.
Dave. Dave.
Yeah.
Your volume is too loud on your speaker. We're getting feedback.
Okay. You get out of here. Can you hear me now?
We can. Tell us who
Yes.
you are. Tell us who you are. Tell what park you own, and then wax poetically about the gentleman.
Dave
Or
Massey,
gentlemen,
Health Survivors.
ladies.
Dave Massey, Health Survivors, Macon, Michigan. Looking forward to seeing all you. Actually, May 2nd and 3rd is our grand opening. Hopefully, you're all going to come out and join us. Paintball is going to be alive and well in about 10 days. So in Michigan anyway. So hopefully all the rest of the parks are going to be following suit.
Nice. Do you have anything to give away?
Yes, I do. I want to give away, someone's going to have to pick it. I'm going to give away a 2020 VIP membership to one of our lucky listeners tonight.
No.
Playfield.
No, dude.
Yeah.
My last name is Justin, Justin. Okay, so listen, Dave, or hey, you guys on the panel right now, can you guys pick somebody out there that's going to enjoy this, that maybe is around Michigan area or can travel?
Who would that be?
Maybe a young gun, maybe you know what I'm saying, first time player, whatever you guys want, I'm in.
I'm seeing a Mr. Mac. Sounds like people would like. No, that's not right. Who are we looking at here?
Yo,
Okay.
Law, who do you guys got that you know that lives up there? You guys are all over like ants all over the country.
Michigan, huh?
Michigan.
And we got to get them out of our comment section. Right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, looking at our
Well,
comments.
we want to, hey, we're trying to reward people for watching you guys.
That's right. Yeah. A 300.
Cody, who is Taco?
You guys, listen, this is an expensive thing he's giving away here. Come on,
It
guys.
is. It is. I don't see.
Okay, so why don't we do this, you guys? Why don't we do this? We're gonna pick somebody. Dave, we'll let them get a hold of you.
All right.
and we'll go
Sounds
from
good.
there, okay. All right,
Yeah.
Dave.
Should be a text message on it.
We can text Dave. Okay, we'll text you now. Dave, listen, this is your turn to wax poetically about these amazing people.
All right. Right on. Hey, you guys rock on. You do a great job. We'll see you soon.
That was great. All right, bye.
Appreciate you, Dave.
Awesome.
Dave,
Wow.
thank you. See ya.
Wow.
Okay, so listen, you guys, we
Hey,
got this.
Reaper.
We got this membership hanging out there. We got to
Yeah.
find somebody who's going to really deserve it and you know, appreciate what they're getting. Right?
I got some. I have some members that are up in Michigan. Maybe they can find us a young gun or something like that that'll take advantage of that. Everybody
There
else
you
is
go.
down for that.
Okay, so just do me a favor. Find out. Basically, you've got the golden ticket. So find out who will enjoy that, and then have them text Dave. Okay.
Well,
Your problem now.
Okay. So now that's Dave. That's
Your problem now.
Thank you very much, Dave, for coming on. All right, cool.
Dave.
Okay,
Thanks,
Dave, so are we coming to the end here with the?
So, yep, with regarding in tournament paintball, guys, you guys have voiced it and put it out there. I think there's more than enough of the tournament leagues, you know, guys who host it have been paying attention to this. And those that have not been paying attention to this, realistically, let's put it out there. We are ensuring that there event goes smoothly, safely. We're problem solvers. We are, peacekeepers. We keep the honor of the game, and we should be able to come together, all of us, to be able to go to these different leagues and say, look, we're not asking for much, but the appreciation needs to go both ways. You guys are collecting a check, which is great. This is your setup, but we're in the trenches ensuring that players are going to come back to do this again. I truly feel that you guys have hit it on top of it, of the note of what really needs to happen in the tournament league, what we've seen, where it's going this direction. And man, I appreciate all of you guys. And I think it's time to move on to some of the guys that do a little bit of more, less organized confusion.
All right.
Scenario
Organized chaos.
Organized chaos.
Organized chaos.
Let me ask you guys a question before I kick you out. You guys actually, I know you do tournaments, but you guys also do big games as well, right?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
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 you guys do
Oh, yeah.
everything. That's cool. Okay, cool. So listen, I'm lucky enough. I have a friend of mine, Gary Bound from Paintball Photography. I don't know if you know who that is.
Gary Bow. I love that man. I love sitting and talking to that man. He is so insightful sometimes. Just taking the time to sit there. If you get the
So
opportunity as a referee to pick his brain, but don't come at him with any unintelligent stuff.
Yeah.
So we do. He's been my best friend way before paintball. So I didn't. He basically is responsible for a lot of stuff that I do. But the reason I'm saying that is during the NXL, I get the pit pass, and I get to go back and see actually what you guys do. I get to hang out with you guys. I get to hang out with the all the big teams and everything like that. This is a business, and basically the bottom line is that like when we're talking about the scenario games and that, you're right. What happens is you guys get paid. The players come in and they pay. They bring maybe a celebrity in. It's a whole thing. When you're going to a tournament event, it's a business. And when I'm talking about a business is when I'm in the pit pass, I'm watching these guys. They're getting their pods organized. They get everything ready. Their coaches got everything played out. They're doing, and they don't fuck around. They've come to win. They've come to make it to Sunday.
They're playing for money.
Oh yeah,
That's it.
Yep.
Your job is just like the utmost of importance because everybody's watching you guys. Everybody's like, just making sure that, did the ref make a bad call, whatever else. The Russian Legion doesn't want to get pissed off. Dynasty doesn't. You guys is like, there's so much. I don't know how you guys do it, but my thumbs up to you guys because I've seen how you guys work. So thank you very much.
Medicated herbally.
That could be possible too, but I'm just saying that I've been very lucky to see refs all over the world, and the tournament guys, you guys, there's a lot of pressure on you. You know what I'm saying? So thank you very much again.
Thank you for having
All
me.
right. So you guys, we got to boot some of you guys because we got to get some fresh blood in the house.
All right.
I appreciate all of y'all. I know I'm going to see every one of you guys again. And I got to brew on you.
All right.
Gator for sure.
Thank you guys very much. I'm going to let you guys go here. Let me just go there. Let me go here. Let me go here. Desi, short bus here. All right. So, baby, let's do this. Let's bring in, she's been waiting.
Yes. Yes, there she is. The monster.
All right. I've got somebody who kind of is hanging out. His name is Fabrizi? I got no idea. Well, Fabrizi, come back to us when you get your video hooked up. And we got this guy here. All right.
Some
Cool.
scenario ballers.
So B Young says hello to all you guys too.
What's up, B?
B's watching. And we got Pete Russell. Do you guys know who Pete Russell is?
Paintball Pete for president.
There we go. So he's watching. Let me see who else we got. We got Germany watching. We've got Canada watching. We've got Scotland, and we got Australia.
We got
Nice.
international watching us. Man,
Yeah, exactly. That's how my show works.
I would have shaved, at least cleaned up a little bit for if I knew we were going international.
Nice. Okay, so what segment are we calling this one?
So we are in this segment is scenario paintball.
Nice.
This is something that you're obviously Reaper, you're very familiar with. You played a couple of times in it, right?
I've been yelled at a couple times by the ref. Yeah, take a knee. Yeah, what? Take a knee.
Again, for the scenario referees, Phil 17 headbands said it the best. It is organized chaos to the absolute max. Ooh, welcome back. It is absolute organized chaos, and it is done in such a way that it becomes almost like a musical going on. Everyone has their right place. Everyone has the right job that they're good at, and it is imperative that the head referee organizing these staff know what the weaknesses and strengths are of each one of their team.
Right.
And some of these guys on here have knowledge that, you look at it, we may not be getting blown up all the time like some of these tournament referees are every single 5 minutes. But what we're dealing with here, okay, you're right. Okay, debate. Depends where you're at, Phil. Let's be real here.
If you're not being shot up in a scenario event, you're in the wrong place.
Right.
I mean, if you're getting shot on a tournament field, you're also in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, 17. I've got to let you go. We got Febreze in, so I'm gonna just. You know what? Don't just hang out. Just hang out down the green room, okay? Enjoy those snacks. All right.
Yes. The snacks.
Right. The snacks in the green room. Hold on a second. Let's bring him in. All right.
There we go.
There we go. Okay, cool. All right, my brother. Let's do this.
All right. So let's go right first to the young lass right next to me. What's your name?
Hey, I'm Steph.
Your staff or Steph?
Well, Stephanie. I like to go by Steph short.
Heard that, Steph. How long have you been involved in paintball?
The last 5-6 years.
Nice.
Started out as a player, trained ref.
Why'd you pick up reffing?
Because it was fun. Playing's fun, but I like to boss people around too.
There you go. There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with a woman in charge. I know my life.
Hey, it's a very male-dominated sport, so to be a female in it, it's a lot more fun. Can hold your own with all the guys.
A whole nother ball game in your end.
It
nice.
is.
So let's go to the cat right below here in the law. Who are you, bro?
Hey, my name's Cole. I'm reffing with Solstice. I've been playing and reffing on and off for about 20 years now. I got my start reffing X-Ball, and then I reffed up by Skirmish for a little while, and then I started doing big games and everything like that. So
nice. Very nice. What got you into this? Why'd you pick up the ref stripes?
Well, I got a little bit burnt out from playing, and I had to have dealt with when I played scenarios and stuff like that. The reffing was 50-50. It was a crapshoot. You want to know what you're going to get, and part of that was the reason why I got burnt out. So I figured instead of just quitting paintball altogether, why not start reffing and kind of help to make that change, be a little more positive in that. So.
Rock on, man. Rock on. That's an honorable way to get into it. Instead of taking a break, I'm going to stick with it, man, and just make the game better.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't have it any other way, though. I find myself reffing way more than I'm playing, and I enjoy it.
Yeah. Fact, bro. All right, so the next cat down here in the flat bill ball cap.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Corey Cuban B. Fuentes. I've been reffing with Law for about 3 years now, on and off. Yeah, I started out Skirmish, just like the gentleman next to me, my president. I started reffing and playing around 17, about a decade ago. I was brought into Law to kind of help out a whole lot and just see a whole bunch of different fields and help different fields out and all that. Like reffing itself, it's fun to see a whole bunch of people just duking it out and then running back to respawn and coming right back to duke it out with the next guy next to him. These firefights can get pretty crazy, and it's interesting. Playing wise, I haven't been playing as long as I'd like to, like I said, since decade, but since playing ref, it's kind of come and go as it is. playing and reffing at the same time is not easy.
No, we end up putting on the zebra stripes more often than we wish that we could go and pick up the gun. But that's the life we chose, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So the next cat in the bottom left, right, depending on who you're looking at, is Febreze? Febreze?
It's Forbesy.
Forbesy, rock on, dude.
It's
It's
a knockoff from my last name. So I started in 2016. It started with a field needed refs, and so I'm like, well, I'm just here. Why not just help out? It later on ended up with the players were complaining about not being NXL certified. So at the end of the year, they had something going on in Boston. So got certified. Next year, I started reffing NXL and a lot more scenarios after that.
Nice. Rock on, man. Well, I appreciate you guys, man. As a scenario producer, I definitely understand what it takes to have a well-oiled machine. We're talking game. This isn't a rec ball game. This isn't 5v5. This is 200, 3, 5, 16, 4,000 players that are playing at this game, and to have let's be real here, adequate staff, knowledgeable, is incredible. And my hat's off to all of you guys being in those trenches, man. You're dealing with everything from armor divisions. You have tankers who are in a big metal box that think that they can't be touched by the world, that are shooting, that are nerf rocking, that are paint slinging animals. You're dealing with the guys that are the bush Wookiees with the AT rockets taking out tanks and armor divisions, who have got, you hear them give the boom, and they want to take out a tank. Did the rocket hit? Did it nick a branch before it hit? Is it count? Did it skip the ground and hit the tire? You guys are in the heat of the moment, and in a level that is not to take away from tournament or recreational, but it's a totally different animal dealing with players. And my hats is off to you guys. A lot of times too, we bump up the BPS too. I love the 12.5. Come get some. Roll it, bro. Let's see some paint fly. Hotheads, people from all over the globe come to different fields, and people from different regions play differently. And we're just like the tournament referees, we're having to adapt to these people and still providing a customer service end of it, ensuring that they come back to the event again, because let's face it, I want to go back to the game and make some more money and go and watch some more shooty ball. My hats is off to you guys. So I got a couple of questions here. I'm going to bounce around here and hit you guys with some of these.
Well, listen, wait. Put a pin in that. I got a pop-up sponsor.
Pop-up sponsor.
Hold on one second. Let me, I'm going to just listen. I like your name, Febreze. What's your name, Febreze?
Forbesy.
Forbesy.
I'm just joking. I'm just
like
fucking
the
with you.
magazine.
I'm just
It's gonna
fucking
be
with you.
Febreze.
Like the magazine.
That's going to be your name now when I see you. Hang on a second. Corey, hold on one second. We'll have you right back on. I just need to bring in one person, okay? Thanks, Corey. All right, cool. And then let's do this. And then let's make it a big one here. And tell everybody who you are, brother.
Hey, guys. Hi, I'm 3D from 13 Legionnaires. I want to say thank you to all the refs in scenario and tournament. We will not be able to play this game without you guys, and you're much appreciated. I'm here tonight to give away some swag.
Ooh, swag.
So we'll start. I'm giving away a headband and one of our tech tees from our 13 Legionnaire Loyalty brand. You can find us on Facebook, and you can find us at 13 Legionnaire Loyalty.square.site. Or you can just inbox me and I can take your order from there.
Nice.
This is one of the shirts that we're giving away.
Oh,
look at that fire right there.
Wait a minute. I didn't get one of those. Wait a minute. That's amazing.
That's
beautiful.
13 Legionnaire Loyalty shirt right there. We also have joggers on the site. I got a couple more things.
Most swag on swag.
And, Then we got the padded paintball shorts. Going
Wow.
out.
Yo,
We got
now
them
hold
all
up,
the time.
hold up.
Wait,
Dave,
wait.
man, you can
Wait a
send
minute.
that. My address is 199th Street.
All right. Nice.
All right. So, with that being said, I'm giving away a headband. That T-shirt I just pulled. I got one more shirt. Oh, where did it go? Hey, let's give away 2 shirts. How about that?
Oh, dude, that's amazing, dude. That's an
All
amazing.
right, we'll
shirt.
give away 2 shirts.
All right.
And
two shirts.
I've been watching the chat. I've been watching the chat while I've been here. I have 2 people I would like to give this prizes to. One is Lindell Mann. He can inbox me. You can find me Dewan Mitchell on Facebook, and the other one is Eric Washburn.
Okay.
Inbox me your address, and I'll have these shipped out to you.
All right. Let's repeat those names again.
It's Lindell Mann Sr.
Okay.
And Eric Washburn.
Okay, you guys.
And Eric Washburn.
Liddell Mann Sr. and Eric Washburn. You guys won. Get a hold of.
Thanks.
Get a hold of what? Just go to 13 Legionnaires.
13 Legionnaires Loyalty or 13 Legionnaires Ohio Paintball. Either way, or you can just inbox me on my Facebook, Dewan Mitchell, and I'll get this out to you.
I like it.
Dewan, very cool, bro. Thanks, man, for all that.
Thank you very much for the pop up.
Thank you.
All right, my brother. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, you too.
Eric, if
Thank
you
you.
need help, call me.
Nice, nice. How was that, dude? Listen. What? Wait. What are you doing, man? You're taking over the show. Get out of here. What are you doing, man? What are you doing?
Okay. All right.
I'm just joking. Hey, what other show gives you this? Look at this. I'm just bringing these people in and giving away products. This is amazing. I love this show. Oh, never mind. It's my show. Anyway.
It's my house.
It's my house. It's my house, my show, and you guys get the prizes. All right. Proceed, sir.
All right. So, Dewan, thank you so much for that. That was totally rad, bro. Much appreciated on that, man. So let me think here. Let me see here. Ooh, you know what? For a strong, independent woman who handles no smack, doesn't take nothing back from that. Steph, question for you. How do you, as a female, because a lot of us as a field manager too, I have also female referees that work with us. And my question to you is, how do you, as a female in another male-dominated sport, a lot of hotheads, how do you deal with a hothead?
As you would anybody else. I mean, I don't treat anybody any differently. Half the time they think I'm a guy because they can't tell with my hair up. So they think they're arguing with some dude. And then once we get off field, they see I'm a female. And then they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't need an apology. You're going to act as you're going to, as long as you know that you're in the wrong eventually. Cool. I don't have a problem with you. But I really haven't run into really big issues with people. I just get in the middle, separate it, and people go their own way. So I will give credit to the players that, yeah, they get hot really quick, but I feel as a ref, once we intervene, they do tend to kind of calm down a little bit better.
Rock on. Yeah, absolutely. And it's how you individually deal with the situation presented has a huge effect on it all. The moment any of us start screaming or raising our voices, we've already lost our authority.
Yeah,
So-
you can't come in demanding the authority. You have to just come in, state what's going on, figure out what's going on, help the situation. And then 9 times out of 10, you have to tell them to take it off field because you, as a ref, during the game, you have to relay the information.
I hope
Are
there's
we
not gonna
losing
be,
her?
Listen, Desi, I hope there's not going to be a test.
Oh,
No test here. No.
I didn't get
The
all
only
that.
test, man, is we take it every day. We just step onto that field.
All right. Listen,
Rock on.
let me. Can I ask some questions? Can I?
Go.
Can I be a
Reaper,
part?
hit it.
I'm just joking. Listen, you guys. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming on the show. The reason that Desi is basically running the show is because this is what he does for a living. I'm just this. Okay. So anyway, so I just said, Desi, you're going to run with the ball, but I might throw in some questions now and then. Oh, nice, good job, man. Yeah, look at you.
I'm listening.
Are you bored? All right, you look like a
I
Billy.
used to be able to do that.
All right. So my question is for Law. At Super Game last year, you guys were there, right?
Yes, sir.
Damn good game. Thank you, Law, for holding down the house.
Who was the guy that I was walking with around the game? Do you remember who that was?
Which Super Game was it? Was it OXCC or Oregon?
FCC.
Cuban can answer that.
Maybe Dave Patton, maybe? I'm not sure. I forgot who it was.
It could have very well been
Dave,
Penn.
or it could have been
Probably
Nade.
So what happened was I was walking on the field. I didn't know who you guys were. I mean, I've seen the name or something like that. And everybody knew who obviously I was, but I'm walking with him. And we start talking about and I said, well, what do you guys do? He goes, well, we're kind of like a national paintball thing. We actually go all over the place and we're like professional refs. I go, I didn't know such a thing existed. He goes, yeah, it is. We take this job serious and that's what we do. We go around and now, do I have that correct?
Yeah, that's what we do. So we're combined. We have about 40 referees on our team right now with those are full-time referees. As far as we have another 20 or so what we call prospects. So they're new to our team and everything like that. So they have to prove themselves. And what we do, we go coast to coast. We ref the biggest events, even some of the smaller events. We love to help out the smaller fields and everything like that. Because let's face it, everybody touched on it before. Refs are customer service. We're the face on the field and everything like that. And in the past, people have had bad experiences because of bad reffing, and we don't want that for anybody. We want to help out any field that we can help out and make their events so great that more people come to it. Because what it boils down to is we want to grow the sport. We want to bring new people in. So if they hear about a field that they've been wanting to go to and how great these events are and how the staff is awesome and everything like that, then great. We want to help out in that way. And we're not there to replace the field staff. We're there to create less stress for them. Because if they can handle off-field stuff and some of the smaller on-field stuff, like keeping track of points, we will take care of the safety and just the rest of the field. We will cover the field, make sure nobody's getting away with anything and things like that. So we're trying to help everybody as it is.
So. Now, is it just us that know about you, or maybe we should let everybody else know about you? I mean, dude, this is your magic. This is amazing. This is like fantastic. What can we? Is there a website? Is there a Facebook?
So we're on Facebook, Social Law. Yeah. We just started a YouTube channel. Had a bunch of big plans, and then the Rona got us. But we're getting there. We just started a podcast. Our YouTube, it's going to be on YouTube. Our YouTube is Solstice Law as well.
Okay.
So we have 2 or 3 episodes up right now of our podcast. We were going to do we have safety videos that we were going to put up and everything like that. Right now we have one. And we're going to be doing travel videos and things like that because we do the Legends events, the Super Game events. We do a lot of events at OXCC as well. We were going to be breaking into Florida this year, but again, the Rona kind of got us.
Okay.
And things like that. So we're all over the place.
We lost the host for a second. There we go.
Oh no!
Sorry, trying to learn this new technology. I ain't as up to date as you are.
I think your beard got in the way.
you there.
Like you got your beard caught on something. Hey, speaking of beards, so you guys all seem to have facial hair, and maybe is it the Rona or just in general? But one of our sponsors is Top Notch Grizzly, and they do a beard care situation thing, like a balm or whatever. I don't know. If you guys want to go check out Top Notch Grizzly, and listen, this guy, where did I find this thing? Oh, there we go.
Steph, you got to step up your beard game.
Yeah, you got to your beard game. And if you don't want to look like this guy, right? You need to. There we go. He's our pop up there. So let me pop up some pictures that we didn't pop up yet. Maybe you guys can just tell why. I don't know why they're all about Desi. Maybe because he's the only one that gave me the pictures. But let's start over here. What do we got?
So the guy in the middle there, that's one of our guys, Butterballs. He's one of the council members of law, and those 2 guys on either side of him, Lydell Mann Jr. and Ginger Heyman there, they have earned their stripes. So they completed their 3 events as prospects, and they earned their stripes in that game. So
Yep.
All right.
At the end of the event, they got it.
Okay, and Ginger, I'm guessing because he's redhead,
Yeah,
There's
it's
more
very
to it.
pasty.
There's
I don't
more
have to
to
be a
it.
detective to figure that one out. All right, cool. And who's this?
I do believe that's Pizzo.
Pizzo. Yes, Pizzo. We were. I'm just going through some of the pictures that they sent us here. What's this one?
That would be me, Cuban.
Nice, Cuban. Good job.
Crouching Tiger, hidden
That
Cuban.
was actually at Bones and Ashes, the last
Nice.
event before the Rona.
Nice, very cool. I'm just, you guys, I'm randomly here. I'm just going to grab this one. Oh, a Desi picture.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, with all this going on, there's a lot going on in here. Okay.
Okay.
I had one of our team mothers come over, and she was Valentine's Day, and she was like, "You are not getting away from here without you getting some Red Wings set on." And lo and behold, I've actually found wearing obnoxious junk like this on my gear bag as I'm reffing. No one else is. So I shouldn't get shot as much, right? Like, oh, there's a giant love bug flying through the field.
Everybody
he's
wants
not
to
a
do it.
player.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't work. I had a first strike zip underneath my chin. It didn't matter.
Who is this?
Oh, that's my field manager.
Mike the monster right there.
Nice. Tell us about Mike the Monster.
Oh, Mike, again, he's field manager for Hells. He's a fantastic manager. He takes care of the whole ref team. He cares about us. He makes sure we all get breaks. We're fed. He will literally work himself to the bone and not take a break and not eat until all of us are taken care of.
Wow.
You guys take care of him, right? I mean, if he's not eating, you better be shoving food down his face.
I mean, you try to, and then he's like, no. But
Team
once
effort.
everything's all said and done at the end of the day, when everything's clean and winding down, that's when he'll sit, he'll eat, and he relaxes finally.
That's good.
Who is, what's this?
God, bunch of monsters on that hill.
All right. Somebody sent me that, and let me, what else? Who is what the hell is this? Santa Claus? What the hell is this?
Again,
it's Desi again. It's weird.
Okay,
hell is
maybe they'll hear the jingle bells
God.
as I'm coming to call you out.
Oh my God.
Maybe
Okay.
I won't get shot.
I got it. This one. This is another Desi picture. Who's this?
That's Short Bus.
Yep.
Short Bus is one of our head referees for our scenario events down in Florida.
All right, cool. What is this one?
That is me at the 50 at Living Legends last year.
Wow, dude, see that? You guys,
Brave
look at
ass.
that. Look at the pounding, and that's the 50, right? Is that where the
That's the
slapstick is?
50. Yep. That's the 50.
Dude,
I
that
think I ran
one,
past you a couple of times.
So you guys, listen. There's several things going on here. Number one is if you don't recognize DJ.
Holy shit, that was funny.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
So yeah, look at that. That's DJ. So this was CPX. This was
Flip-flops.
This
The
was
flop.
this was at Hell Survivors. This was their first Living Legends that CPX Hell Survivors did. CPX Living Legends did outside of CPX. This was the first one that they did at Hell Survivors, and this is actually called the Meat Grinder. And what you're looking at right
this
now
is
No,
at
this one's
Venture
from
Legacy.
Chicago.
Yeah, that's
Oh, dude, are you serious? No.
Legacy Adventure Park.
This was last year.
Yeah, last year.
Oh, well, wait a minute. So then wait a minute. So he gets around everywhere. So DJ gets around everywhere. It's just like, okay, he's like DJ is like what he's like one of those extras in a
Barnum and
movie.
Bailey of
Keeps on
paint.
popping up into a movie. All right, I got it. All right, that's cool. No, are you serious? Oh, I guess they said Adventureland down there, so I guess I thought that looked like the grinder. All right, no worries. This one here. Hang on, let me just do that. Pop this one up. This one doesn't.
Oh, that's Mission Masters at Hells.
You can see it. I can't see it. What is that?
That's Mission Masters game at Hells.
All right, no, that's cool. That's a great one. Let me do this, and then who is? Hang on a second. Who is this?
That's Eric Washburn.
Okay. And
Yo,
Eric,
Stephanie,
what cat?
is he the guy that's got all the team tags all over his bag?
Yes. He's
Okay.
like 6'7", huge.
Dude,
I was gonna say
okay.
it looks as tall as that doorway.
I give you
Oh, yeah,
this
just about
dude
as tall.
right here is an absolute monster. I'm watching the absolute beatdown that went on at Hell of Survivors for Monster Game, and this dude is eating shots all over his neck and rib cage and is not flinching. He's watching his post and is just tombstone in this the whole time. And I was just blown away as a spectator, just watching this. Like, all right, I need to step my game up.
We literally put leg guards on his arms because they don't make forearm guards big enough for him.
Man.
I used to use football arm pads back in the
Soccer shin
day.
guards.
They were nice and cheap. They
smart.
should be able to find some big ones there.
That's a good idea.
Mexico says
didn't think of
hello. So, hola, Mexico.
Hola.
Hola, mi amigos. ¿Cómo está?
And Sweden says hello. So, Skol.
Hello.
Nice.
Skol.
Oh, Skol. All right.
All I know is lutefisk.
So, you guys,
Skol.
seconds here. Who's Cody Hargis? Anybody?
Okay. First off, involving El Chunko in any kind of conversation in Florida paintball, you've got shenanigans and like serious cookies. Just eat half the cookie. You've been warned.
Should we listen? Do you want to send him a link? We'll bring him in. Scenario paint. I mean, is it?
I got one for you. Let's see. His name's Brandon Creel. Let me see if I can get.
It's not even the same guy.
No, look, I understand what you asked for, okay? I'm trying to keep this at least within the PG-13 realm of things. It's going to go
I cuss. Don't
sideways.
worry. I cuss. No, it's okay. Listen, so let's send him.
I think this is probably the most PG-13 refs can be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, Mark, do me a favor. Can you send Cody and
That's
who's the other
scenario
guy you want to
experience.
bring?
Let's see, Brandon Creel.
Brandon Creel. So, Mark, can you
He's
send
got a
Brandon
picture
Creel
for you,
and
Mark.
Cody? Send them a link so we can get them in. Okay, you guys. So, let me ask some questions here. Bottom right-hand side. That would be, I don't know, not you, Desi, but the other right-hand side.
Yes, sir.
Forbes.
Who you've been calling Febreze.
Febreze. Right,
Febreze.
Febreze. I'm sorry. I got
help
it mixed up. Febreze. I'm sorry. Okay, cool. Where did you say you're from?
New York.
I know. I
New
can't.
York. And then what is your full name?
Scott Forbes.
Okay, and then what's your park that you play at?
Oh, Capital Combat Zone. We're in Brunswick, New York, just
Nice.
outside of Albany.
Very cool. Okay, and next to you, the other guy looks like the Unabomber. What's your name in the middle? There you go.
Thanks, man. No, Cuban. No, actually, I'm over at Lincolnstown with Patton and Nade.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. I love you, man. Don't worry about it. I joke about everybody. Don't worry about it. So
You're good.
It's all
That's his
good.
new nickname. He's
I've
not
heard
Cuban
worse.
anymore. He's the
It's all
Unabomber.
good.
Okay. Okay. So, and you're also on the East Coast as well.
Yes, I'm actually out of PA, Pennsylvania.
Have you ever played at Pittsburgh Paintball Park?
I don't believe I have. I think we might have done something
That's not
for
urban.
ICC the first year it came out.
All right, cool. Yeah, that's cool. And then Law, where are you based out of? You yourself.
Me,
No,
myself.
him. No.
Me?
Law over here. This Law.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We're based everywhere. We have members in New
No,
York,
you.
New Jersey.
Where are you based
Oh,
out
me
of?
myself. I'm based out of Jersey. I don't have a home field anymore because
Right.
I closed down. But it was Paintball Depot here in Jersey. But now I'm just a freelancer.
Okay, the reason that I'm asking is there like a bigger kind of it seems like an organized referee kind of situation on the South, Midwest, and East Coast kind of thing. On the West Coast here, we don't have really that kind of. I mean, I don't even know if the law comes out here, because we're the Wild West.
do.
But I'm
We
just
do.
saying that I just don't. I see more. The people that I meet when I play are usually Midwest or East Coast kind of, that kind of thing. So you saying that you do have a law?
So yeah, like down south, you got the Mohawk Wardens, which are some awesome guys that we work with, and then there are a few like sprinkling out or spreading out to the Midwest, and we have some newer members in the Midwest as well, and we've refed Oregon Super Game, and we're starting to get out there. We're starting to get some members out there as well. So we are there's no. I guess there's really. I haven't really seen any homegrown ones out there. Like,
Okay.
but we, as far as social law is concerned, we have been slowly expanding out there.
So let me ask you guys a question. When I go play in a big game scenario event or whatever it is, sometimes the players can be cool. Well, basically what they were saying in the tournament one, which was like, their grandma died and he's taking out everybody kind of thing. Do you think there's a difference because the tournament is more like a business kind of thing versus a scenario, which is, people coming in with their kids and that kind of thing? I know there's hotheads in both of them, but do you think there's more of like a relaxed kind of kickback in the scenario world, or do you think that players can just get as competitive?
Depends on who you ask, really.
Well, I'm asking you guys.
No, on the field. There's money on the line when it's
I mean, I
tournament
see
ball,
teams that are super competitive and then other ones that are all just there to have a great time and enjoy a weekend together. So I
Right.
guess it all just depends.
Well, okay. Because what happens a lot of times, I'll see teams that they'll basically be hybrid teams. They'll play in tournament and then they'll play in the scenario. And when they play in the tournament, they have a certain mindset, but sometimes that carries over to the scenario. So there's overshooting, there's bunkering, you know what I'm saying? And then we've got kids that are 10 years old that are playing for the first time. And then all of a sudden their mask gets thrown off because they got hit so many times and they're never going to come back.
So I try, me personally, I try and mitigate that. I mean, I'll let the adults play, especially if I see if I'm at a point where the red side and blue side, for example, are really close, and one guy's about to bunker the other guy. If they're both adults and both playing really hard and fair and safe, I'll let that happen.
Okay.
But if they're up against a kid, let's say it's like a couple 10-year-old kids behind the bunker and everything, and I see the other side is more serious, dude, I'll walk over there, be like, hey, careful, no, don't go bunkering. Those are kids over there. Just be a little bit easier, kind of thing. Don't go throwing ropes into it. Exactly. And we have a little bit more freedom to do that in the scenario world, because you definitely want to do that in the tournament world. But it creates a safer environment and stuff like that. Like, oh, okay, maybe the guy didn't know because all he saw was just like a little gun or something like that. So it's just a matter of being open about it. And
If you're a Jersey player playing against another Jersey player, bro, scalp him. Do whatever it takes, bro. You wearing them jersey, you have a jersey on, you're catching the business.
Got it. I understand.
If you're wearing little camo shirt and some blue jeans, we as scenario players can start to recognize, what is appropriate. And so with that being said, as you start getting more of the next generation of players, ultimately minors, repping their own kids team, Swamp Monkeys, getting involved in the game, they have to be introduced and shown to recognize this may not be the best situation I should be in right now. This is where there's a lot of paint going in which that comes with the parents, your coach, your team lead, involved in that. But, I think you're more recognizing of what if I see a dude fly off the chain at a minor, you're hitting the dead box, bro. We're gonna have a chat real quick.
Nice. Good to hear. I love it. Hey, listen. Tell me who Rob BGR is.
Rob, yeah, he's another scenario referee. Runs in a kilt and God, normally he's in a tank top or shirtless.
I need
I think he's wearing a bra.
You guys, I need someone to volunteer so I can bring him in.
Who's tribute?
Listen, I can start. Wait. I can start the music, and then you guys can walk around the chairs, and then I'm just joking.
If you want me to go, I can head out. If you
I just need someone to go so I can bring him in. Anybody just volunteer? That's okay. Right? Okay, cool. Hang on one second. Wait. Steph, are you volunteering? You're stuck. Steph's stuck.
Oh.
Steph.
Who's tribute?
Oh.
All right.
Is that what that is?
What's up, guys?
Here we go.
Rob?
What up,
Okay,
BGR?
Rob. So Rob, we were just talking behind your back.
Yeah, I know. I've been listening.
I'm just joking. Rob, tell everybody who you are.
Oh, geez. Actually, a lot of these people already know. My name
Thank
is
you.
Rob
Okay,
Maxwell.
good. We'll move on to somebody else. Yeah, thank you. Good. Yeah. The whole world is watching, and you're like inside baseball, dude. I want the world to know who you are.
I'm working on it. My name is Rob Maxwell. I've been doing Geez, I've been reffing for almost 20 years. I got my start off at Skirmish, early 2000s. Before Ion and all those big games up there. At this point, I am doing the same thing that Law does, traveling with another group.
Nice. Okay, so where's your home field?
I do not currently have a home field.
Okay. So are you homeless? Is that what you're telling me?
No, actually, I'm about 200 feet from Cole.
Okay. Are you serious?
Yeah, he's my brother.
Oh, wait, so you're in the other room?
Yep.
Upstairs, but yeah.
All right. That sounds cool. All right. So yeah, so you're hanging out with Law. I mean, you're working with Law, and is there like like you said, is there a Law competition, or you guys basically have like the monopoly on this traveling thing?
There's no monopoly. I mentioned the Mohawk Wardens down south, and
Yeah.
they're pretty awesome guys down there.
I love the
And then he's
Mohawks, bro.
Yeah, no, they're so great to have on the field. They're great people down there.
Play against them though. Different animals.
Yeah. And you know, it's so there's no monopoly. We don't sit there and try and be like, hey,
No,
this is
I
our
didn't mean
turf or
it.
anything like that.
I didn't mean like this is a turf war or something like that. I'm just
We can
saying
make
that
it
you
one.
guys. I know. Exactly. No, you guys just seem
Very
to.
easily.
I didn't know this existed until till Law told me about it, and now basically I'm only thinking about you guys coming up with this amazing idea of doing this. So I didn't know if you guys just had like you cornered the market kind of thing or.
No, I mean, Law itself has been around in some iteration for about 15 years now, at least. So it's more of it's just now starting to get bigger.
Okay.
And stuff like that. So
Nice. Listen, Corey or Febreze, who wants to go?
Doesn't matter to me,
I
brother.
got to bring in Eric Washburn. So
Sure.
which one? You guys want to flip a coin?
I'll go first.
Okay, cool. All right. See you, buddy.
4. Ooh, that was loud.
Wait, that's not you. Hang on a second. That's
That
you.
was-
That's you? Oh yeah.
Sorry,
there
I
we go.
didn't mean to make your eardrums bleed.
There we go.
Sorry, I
So
got
now
tinnitus.
this is a picture of Eric's. Looks like his attic, and we're going to do like a little search over here. So where in the world is Eric? Let me see.
In the man cave, clearly.
Hey,
Apparently.
nice to see you. I'm glad you could join the show. Yeah, thanks for helping us out here.
Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound
Got you,
good.
Eric.
Yeah, I'm
Cheers,
in the
sir.
garage where it's safe.
Yeah, I got you there too. I'm in the garage too.
All right, cool. So listen, tell everybody who you are. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt your adult time. There you go. Eric, tell everybody who you are.
No, I'm Eric Washburn. Eric Washburn. I've been reffing at Health Survivors for about, I don't know, roughly 8-9 years now.
I know.
Go for the big games and
But listen,
yeah,
Eric,
it's
we got a
fun.
problem.
Reffing's a whole
Eric,
different.
There's a problem, Eric, with the feedback. Either you got to get closer or turn your volume down.
I'm not the
It's like
best.
watching a
at this game,
caveman
so bear with me,
operate.
all right?
Listen, I think we're cool. I think we're cool. Are you using one of those voice boxes from Radio Shack? Because that's not working here.
Is Radio Shack even a thing?
I don't know. We're just,
Not anymore.
No.
One up in the Poconos, Devin.
You didn't
Not
keep
anymore.
the receipt. You can't take it back.
It's gone, Corey.
All right. All right. So, Eric,
What's
can we
that?
hear you now? Let's try it now. Eric, how you doing? Eric.
Can you hear me?
Eric, you're there. Oh my God. Okay, Eric, we can hear you. All right. So, Eric.
Okay, good. There we go.
Okay, cool. Eric,
We got you.
You said you've been in Health Survivors for over 8 years?
Roughly about 8 or 9. I can't remember. I got hit a couple times. Those first strikes, those things hurt.
I know. I agree with you 100%. All right, cool. So listen, are you the head ref there?
No. No, I only come for the big games because I got a real job, and I can only afford to come for every big game.
All right.
I wish
cool.
I could be there full time, but that's
Nice.
just not in the cards.
And then have you been only refing at Health Survivors, or you ref someplace else?
Oh no, Health Survivors for life. That's
Okay,
the best place to go. Every other place I go, it's just it's not really for me.
I like it.
You know,
It sounds-
Health Survivors is home, and
Home is where the ball is.
Home's where your balls are. My wife lets me see my balls on the weekend. Yeah, that's paintballs. That is. Yeah.
What a lady! What a lady!
Paintballs. That is.
Is that the Jolly Green Giant, Desi? Is that who you were talking about before?
Wait, what?
Yo, Eric, is that you, bro?
Yeah.
So, Eric, you got like all the like team tags all over your bag?
Yeah, the thought behind that is, well, if I have more tags saying that I'm a ref, they won't shoot me as much.
Thank you.
Doesn't seem to work out
Thank you. Right? Okay, Eric, I just wanted to give you some praise because the last Monster game, I was standing on the sidelines and there was probably 2 or 3 smoke grenades that were tossed over right next to you. You were getting in the meat grinder. Bro, I'm watching you catch every single hit to your throat because there's a player playing the net line, shooting the back of the net line. You go over, smack their hand and tell them, no, bad monkey, don't do that. And you just keep getting rolled. And I'm watching this titan of a cat standing on this front line. And I'm just thinking in my head, I love money. But there is not a snowball's chance at Hell Survivors. I'd be standing right there, right behind, on the 50, just...
Yep. I played the
Oh, my
last
throat.
few months
Players
and
out.
he's done it
Players
both
out.
years.
Jesus.
Yeah, right over there, Desi?
Getting shot up some more. I can't believe
No, man,
Eric, what you did that event, bro. And my hat's off to you. That was incredible stuff. You ensured the safety, especially when that player went up and over. I ain't gonna say his name, but when he went up and over, bro, that bunker, bro, and wrecked his knee. You guys were on the scene, on the job, doing the job, getting him up and out. Damn fine refereeing.
Dude, when he did that, that scared the daylights out of me. I've seen guys do that before where they've jumped and they've fallen and their mask comes off, and that's when shit gets real. I'm sorry. That's when stuff gets really dangerous out there. No, man, I gotta say the hardest part with those big games and all that smoke is when you breathe it in. It makes it so hard to breathe.
You can't shoot if you got asthma.
Yeah, you
when in
need to
doubt,
get,
smoke them out.
You need to get a bad addiction to be able to deal with that.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. It's with refing compared to playing, I'm a bigger target. So when it comes to reffing, if I get shot, I don't have to march all the way off the field. I get to look and try to find the guy that's shooting me. And it's a lot easier if you're just standing up and you look where they shooting you at. But when you're in the grinder, that's not really an option.
Comes with the territory.
Oh yeah.
Chandler, do me a favor. Keep trying. I'm trying to make room for you in the green room. So just keep on trying. We're trying to get Chandler in. And just have patience. Just keep on. Listen, I can only have so many in the green room and so many on the show.
I'll tell you what. Let's hit a Reaper. What do you think of this? Let me hit a question with these guys. We'll answer the question, and then we'll bring in a new cat.
Got it.
We'll see
Okay.
you.
Okay. Go
All
ahead.
right. So this is, and we're like, I get it. We're referees. We go on tangents. We all have that paintball brain. So bear with me. Let me see. Do you guys feel appreciated at the events that you referee at? We'll go with BG.
I've seen it a lot more the last couple of years. Absolutely. It's I don't know what the change is, but there has definitely been a large shift to more appreciation for the ref staff.
Rock on. Rock on. What about you, Beastmaster?
Beastmaster.
I'm sorry, I come up with all kinds of stupid names, bro. I got a kid to see him. I gotta come up with something.
Eric, he's calling you. Eric, he's calling you Beastmaster.
What you think, Beastmaster? What do you feel appreciated at your event?
Very, very appreciated. The problem is, by the end of the match, you're just so tired. You know, from being out there all day, you're dehydrated. You're bleeding in certain spots you didn't know you could bleed from, and there's times where you're really appreciative of out of let's say out of 50 guys that come and congratulate you, one of them might be mad at you, but that's just how it is. Most of the time, though, you're just trying to find some water to drink. You're not even thinking about that. And that just comes with the love of reffing.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about you, my man? What about you? You feel appreciated?
At the end of every event I've been to, I've always been thanked every single time. Of course, while you're on the field, you're going to hear this and that from whatever player. You know, it happens. But what really sets it apart is when you have players just walking up to you, just wanting to shake your hand and say, "Thank you, ref, very much," especially when you just finished a final battle and they see what we're there for. They definitely enjoy coming up to us and at least giving their praise and saying, "Thank you very much for all that you do." So I can definitely agree that I feel it after every event. Maybe not on a Friday or a Saturday, but definitely on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I like
What
it.
about you, El Presidente?
Definitely compared to at least 10 years ago, absolutely. I've even had players where, maybe they got a little hot-headed on the field and sent them off to cool them off, like not to the point where they were banned from the field or kicked off the field, but just like, hey, go out, chill out. I've had them come up to me at the end of the day, they had said some words to me and everything like that, but at the end of the day, they came up to me like, hey, I'm sorry, you guys did a good job, kind of thing. It's a big turnaround from at least 10 years ago, because even that recent, it was just like we were just invisible kind of thing, like, oh, the game's going to go on, and then they would just sit there and complain about refs if, one little thing went wrong, but now, not so much. So,
listen, Chunko wants to come in. This sounds, where are you guys making these things? Jesus Christ. So
I'm telling you, dude, Florida's a different animal, bro.
Let me bring Chunko in. Unabomber, I'm going to let you go, okay?
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Later, Unabomber.
Later, Bomber.
Bye, Corey. Hey, Corey, thanks again for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you, Corey, man. We'll see you on the field.
Stay away from those federal buildings.
All right. Oh,
shit.
My God.
Oh, bless America. You done let Florida man get in the house now.
All right. So tell everybody who you are.
So my name's Cody Hargis, a.k.a. El Chunko. My home field's Waynesboro Paintball. I ref many different scenarios around Florida. I'm part of the Short Bus Heroes. So,
sorry, apologize for the bleeding ears.
That one wasn't as bad as the whistling.
Cool. Very, very cool.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
Are we calling you Chunky or Short Bus? What are we calling you?
Chunko.
Okay.
No, Short Bus.
El Chunko. El Chunko. All right. Listen, well, Mr. Chunko, what do you think of the show? Have you been watching it?
I've been for about 30, 40 minutes now.
Yeah. Are we doing a good job? Do we have your approval?
It's all right. I mean,
all right, thank you. Yeah, okay. It's okay.
It could be good.
It could be good.
I got a message. I'm sorry. Creamed corn from the Good Boys. Creamed corn. I've reffed a couple SPL events too. Sorry about that. I had to say something.
All right. It sounds like inside baseball there. Cream corn. Fantastic. All right.
Cream corn.
Nice. Inside baseball. All right, cool. Well, I'm glad the rest of the world understands the cream corn reference, but we don't. I know it. So
let me pop in with a question for you guys, you bunch of animals. Let me think here. Let me see.
Another one, Desi.
Another one. I do have another one for you. Why did you start doing reffing? What was the purpose of you getting involved with it? Why'd you pick it up? Chunko, let's start with you.
Oh, that's easy.
Why'd I start reffing?
Yeah.
Well, reffing comes with discounts. People that I can watch people play paintball. That's what I like to do. I like to play paintball. So if I can sit there and watch people play paintball while helping myself out in the long run, it's a win-win situation,
That's a win. So
that's my honest answer.
BGR, what you think? Why did you do this?
Honestly, I drove up to Skirmish and got a part-time job just to start. I had moved up into the Poconos. I lived 5 miles from there and figured, hey, why not? I like playing paintball. May as well go work it. And it just kind of it exploded from there.
Gotcha. What What about you, El Presidente?
Other side. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I'm getting it. I'm getting figured out here.
You're going a little cross-eyed. You sure you're all
I'm
right?
catching on. I'm catching on.
No,
It's a learning curve.
look, it's. I think he's talking to you. You're good. Go, Eric. Go, Eric.
Eric, why did you want us to do reffing paintball? You've got an everyday job. You go to work every day, you pay your bills. Why would you start reffing paintball?
So it was funny. It was actually a retreat I went on, and after playing, you get shot once, you're out. You get shot again, you're out again. And then the last game of the day, it was a mercy round. So use up the rest of your paint. Go ahead, take as many shots as you can. You don't have to go out unless you can't take the paint anymore. Well, it turns out I got a higher paint tolerance than the average guy, and the head manager at the time, he saw that I was the only one that was covered in paint at the end of the day, and he offered me a job, and I couldn't say no to it. Being on a paintball field and getting paid to be out there instead of paying to use up paint, it was just a no-brainer at the time. And over the years, as I couldn't do weekends anymore, I was only able to go for every other big game. It just turned into a we got a big game coming up. That's my time to go and relax, cool off, hang out with friends. It was my little vacation from my real job.
Nice.
The
Listen,
break from the everyday grind.
I do
it. On.
Rob, do you mind if I put you back in the green room? We bring in Chandler.
Go ahead.
Oh God, here we go. You got more Florida coming in. You done asked for it now.
Okay.
Y'all
bless
two ninjas.
America.
Yeah, you guys are crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let me ask you a question, Florida guys. We got Desi, we've got Chandler, and we've got El Chunko, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
He's sideways.
So there's a game called Did It Happen in Germany or Did It Happen in Florida? And I've always asked my kids the same question. A man walks into a bank with an alligator to rob it. Germany or Florida?
Florida.
100% Florida. Every time Florida.
You've got to help me out on this. Why are these weird news stories always coming out of Florida? Is it something about the heat? Is it something you got to let me in on this.
So Florida is affordable living. It has no state tax.
Oh, okay.
And it's a combination of people who are just trying to get away, or they're coming here for their last run of the years that they've got, and they turn into leather on the beach. The problem is because it's affordable, that means a lot of other savory characters also move down here. And because of that, I've actually come up with a scenario event that goes on in January called Florida Man. All of our missions are based on tabloids. And let me tell you this, sir, it's a hoot. It's a hoot.
All right. I have always wondered about that because Florida, out of all of our states, the upper part seems to be very like Southern because it's right next to Alabama and all that kind. And then the lower part seems to be more like what's a cheeseburger in paradise? Do you know what I'm talking about?
It is definitely your own breed of characters.
It's amazing.
The Panhandle is its own special character too. I lived in Panama City for a
Facts.
while.
That's-
Oh boy.
It's amazing to me, and I love it. I love what you guys produce as far as personalities are concerned, and it's just crazy. It's just amazing. But you know what? It's just another one of those amazing parts of our states. When it comes to scenario games and playing and all that kind of stuff, is it different in Florida than it is in like me? I mean,
Well,
like
Chandler, what do you think? You've been traveling, you've been playing.
You ain't got no audio.
No audio from Chandler.
Oh, iPhone.
All right. while Chandler's figuring that out, Chunko, you've been playing. You've gone up to all the way up to for Folda Gap. You play at First Strike, Wayne's World. You are a Florida baller. What do you think that? Why are we this way?
Why do I think we're this way because it's part of the newlywed, nearly dead part. But but I think everybody in Florida is either nearly wed or newlywed, like they just had a wedding, or they're nearly dead.
I'm about to say.
And, but I think Florida, like the heat is what like brings people to want to play paintball.
Right.
They get nasty. It's like more in your face paintball than other states that I've been to. Like Bones and Ashes. Bones and Ashes was a fun game, but it was nowhere near as in your face as Florida paintball was. Same with Folda Gap for me. I thought Florida paintball is more of it's more of like actual paintball. Like it plays paintball, like instead of running missions and stuff like that. Florida just wants to go out there and shoot people.
It's playing season all year round. And those that are jumping into, when the North goes and curls up for the year, our paintball season kicks off and it doesn't stop. There's only a few months, maybe like June, July, and August, that there's really not a whole lot of big games that are going on. Yeah. But instead, Florida then takes those opportunities. Like, for example, for a super game in August, we're going up north. We're going to go play ball because this heat down here sucks, but it can't be as bad up north. So let's go play ball up here. It's playing season all around. And, man, if you can handle Florida, 100% humidity, mosquitoes, and the swamp,
dude,
come up to OXCC.
It creates a special breed of people, though. That's what I'm saying. When I played in. I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. Go ahead. Go.
It was intimate. It was intimate. I'm so glad that 4 other men were involved.
Exactly. Why don't you go get a room or something like that? All right. So anyway,
this is our room.
I know exactly. That'd be funny if Desi walked around and came into your room. That'd be like that'd be good. That'd be funny. No, but what I'm saying is, I played in Texas. It was 100 degrees, 100% humidity. It was dry heat kind of thing, right? Okay. I played at OXCC during what was it? The Super Game. That was 100%. That was like wet humidity kind of thing.
That was wet, bro, and sticky, and beat you to death.
But listen, I'm a Cali kid. I was born and raised here. We have dry heat, but we have like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, beautiful weather. We can play paintball all the time. But we don't have that. What am I saying? It's the same thing as like you just said, mosquitoes, weather, that kind of crap. And that can make people crazy, especially when you're playing paintball. When you're playing paintball against each other and you're pissed off because you're like all sweaty and like, that's not my world. But you guys as refs, you guys have to deal with that kind of stuff.
We absolutely, it changes.
Yeah.
When the weather takes a turn, the real animals come out. We've got teams that specifically keep Tippmann A5, a 98, or one of the other Planet Eclipse, mechanical markers, a Cocker, something that's able to handle every single bit of the weather, regardless what it throws at you.
Yeah.
And whether it's a torrential downpour, whether it's 98 degrees, what happens in that situation is the players themselves, the weak, weed themselves out. And the problem is there are more animals that are on the field. They're coming for scalps. They're coming for the points. And they're coming here to make their statement known.
Wow, dude, that is crazy. How does the paint not get stuck together? I mean, the humidity, and doesn't that ruin the paint or something?
Oh, it does. Absolutely. It's a factor.
Don't leave it in the sun.
Yeah, it's definitely a factor that comes into play. You absolutely go out there and you shoot your pod pack. You don't come off the field. You shoot all your paint, because if you keep that one pod stuck in there, or even in a magazine, it's going to get soft. But one of the companies that have come out of Florida, Social Paintball, came out with a product that they worked with us at our fields, specifically designed for high humidity temperatures.
No, are you serious?
Yes, and that's one of the things that I love working with Israel, with Joey, with Paul. When they came to our field, we were like, look, how can I tell this mother on a recreational side point, how can I tell her that, sorry, this other paint that we're shooting here, it's going to bleed your child, because of the high humidity. I can't create a comeback on that. So
Right.
Social Paintball came to us and we were like, look, I need it brittle. I need it able to handle the high humidity, and I need it to break. But I also need a ball that's a tournament grade too.
Wow.
That's something that can be played in these high temperatures. And
That's a lot to ask.
and it is. It really is. I cannot tell you how many times I've been gotten roped up by it, pulled that ball out, and that is a broken ball. And it was squishy, it was soft, but it still broke. And that was a high quality that we wanted to go into this. With that, Florida, look, that starts Skyrock. You better not leave your paint in the truck. You better not leave it in the sun. You should probably put it under a canopy, keep it in a cooler. You got to be smart about your grease. So when we go up to games that it's, 65 degrees outside, we got this. Can do.
Dude, I'm getting a lot of questions people asking me about the paint from all over the world here, and they're because again, I mean, maybe in Sweden it's cold, and in Germany, right? But that was just like a big. Again, in Cali we don't get humidity, so so basically the paint lasts forever, and we don't have to worry about this. Especially in a MagFed game, I've got pistols. I might have my pistols on me all day and not have to worry about it.
I'll tell you, absolutely. Graffiti, though, from Valken is one of the most consistent paints for MagFed paintball. With some of our biggest following from MagFed Florida, where we've got, too many damn members of MagFed Florida. The paint of choice is graffiti. It's consistent. It's going to work, and it's going to break. They're going to do their job. They're wearing all these tack vests. They need to feel the hit anyways, otherwise they won't know what got hit.
Right. I understand that. What were you going to, Law, what were you going to say, Cole?
Oh, I was going to make a joke about the paint lasting in Cali there. I've been to the Camp Pendleton field there. I've seen that paint melted to the turf. Trying to slide in the snake. I stopped within about a half a foot there.
I've seen that at Skirmish. It gets so humid up in the Poconos that it melts to the freaking castle wall.
Wow.
Cole should have been able to see that too.
Yeah,
That's
I've seen that
crazy.
pretty bad.
Okay, boys, listen. So, Desi, did we cover all the bases, you think? We talked to everybody that wanted to be spoken with. I don't know. You tell me. There's nobody else in the queue. It looks like everybody's tired. What time do you guys
give up?
I've got 6 p.m. here. What time you guys got?
At 6 and 9 o'clock, man.
9.
All right.
We done taken up enough of these people's time, Reaper.
I think it's good. 4, 5, 6, 2-hour show. It's fantastic. All right, you guys. So what we're going to do is, Desi, if you think we covered everything, do you want to give a shout out to anything? Do you want to what do you want to do?
Absolutely. The shout out ultimately here is to every referee. Don't stop. What you're doing is fine. Keep a positive attitude. You're going to get shot. Suck it up. And make sure the next generation of player is going to join in and play that next game. Whether it takes the time for you to go and sit down with that wee lad or wee lass, and you got to talk to them and say, hey, that was a bad hit. Take a break, but get back to it. Don't stop. This is only temporary. We're going to go and have a good time now, and help encourage the next generation of players. We are absolutely the ambassadors of paintball. We are the ones that are instruction. We are the ones that are in safety. We are the ones that are encouraging. That kid who was over there scared to death, bro, and you can hear his hopper rattling in that bunker. It's okay for us to tell him, it's okay, bud. Move up. You got this. Keep going. We are the ambassadors of the sport before first and foremost. We're there in the trenches with the players. So don't stop. to the field owners, appreciate and applaud the workers and the employees that you have reffing your event, your games, your events, recreational, your private parties. Applaud them and reward them for kick-ass jobs. If you're busting your tailpipe out there and you can't have to go and pay for a slice of pizza, that's a little frustrating. Award those who do good work. You want good employees? You reward those employees that put forth that effort. Those that are not, talk with them, work with them. How can they improve? The field owners that keep me going back to work every single day, I love my job, and that's because my my bosses appreciate me. Show the appreciation, and you will watch your field grow.
I like it, dude.
Hallelujah.
Amen. All right. So you guys listen, because you guys are the last on the panel here. Let's go around and basically just say the same. Whatever you've got on your mind, let's do it. And let's start with Mr. Law. Cole.
Hey guys, thanks first and foremost. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate you reaching out. You can find us. I don't really have anything on my mind. If you don't mind, I'll give a shout out for where you can find us online, if
Sure.
that's all right with you. You can find us on YouTube at Solstice Law, where we have our own podcast, The Ref Life, where we just talk about, we were going to talk about events we were just at and everything like that, but we're going to be doing videos and everything like that. On Instagram, Solstice PB Solutions, we just share behind the scenes and stuff on that like that. Solstice Law on Facebook. We have shirts that we are selling to raise money for our team, so we can get things like whistles, water bottles, new lenses, new gloves, things like that for us.
Nice.
If you want a shirt, it says we'll see you on the 50 on the back. If you want one of those shirts, you can contact our page, and they're $20 or 25, one or two. I'm horrible right now.
Is $20.
Yeah, so you hit up our page if you'd like to help support us with that stuff. But thanks again for having us on. Appreciate it.
All right. We're down right below me, like the Brady Bunch.
PGR.
Oh, geez. Basically, Desi touched on a subject that is close to me. You want to keep these kids going. Some of the best things I have seen on a field have been the kids that were 5 minutes ago scared to death, 20, 30 feet behind their line. Encourage them, keep them going, get them to come back. That's the only way we're going to be able to keep going with the sport.
Nice. Very good. I like it. El Chunko.
All right. I'd like to thank you guys for having me on here, and Chandler, even though his audio didn't work. It's kind of like, but I don't really have too much on my mind. I think everything that could be covered for a ref scenario and tournament has been covered so far that I've seen.
Nice.
Okay. But I did notice something Desi said earlier about my cookies. Only eat a half one, but if I give you a cookie, eat a whole one.
I'll eat the whole one. You can guarantee it. I'll eat the whole one.
The whole one. If you want the whole one.
If you got a whole pack, I'll eat the whole pack.
Would this be like the brownie incident with you, Cole?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
We're not going to dive into that brownie incident.
No.
I'm noticing a trend here from El Chunky. He's mentioning corn and cookies. Is that why they call you El Chunky? Because you like food? Is that what's going on here? Because I'm noticing everything you're talking about is food.
Well,
so realistically, Reaper, how that happened, is when I was a tank driver and Cody was hunting my tank all damn day, and it got to the point where I just started yelling out, "Shoot the fat man, shoot the fat man," and it took a body in itself.
Nice. Okay. All right, cool. So thank you very much, you guys. And then let's go last to Eric. Eric, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing fine. I'm getting a little bit of cabin fever with this whole quarantine.
I understand.
Can't wait to get back out there. So
that's what I'm
come
doing.
out and have some fun. Come on out to Hall of Survivors for the big games. I'll see you there.
All right. I like it. You guys, again, if you noticed, I'm trying to not mention Corona on all of my shows that I've been doing because we already know it exists. It's already there. These shows are about us, the community, about paintball, about you guys getting together and having a good time, reliving memories or talking about big games, whatever the situation is. I'm not going to have a Corona show. Obviously, come on, we know what's going on. It's already over with. It's done. And then, like Hell Survivors said, 2 weeks they're going to be opening their park. So I hope you guys. As I mentioned before, I posted this before. I don't want to see anybody in the parking lot fixing their guns, right?
Yeah, facts. Y'all be out there slinging paint.
Exactly. You guys should be all on the ball with your guns out there. Okay, cool. So we are going to bid you adieu, goodbye, and we're going to you guys hang out a minute. Don't run off, and we're going to play some of my video. I want to thank everybody who watched the show tonight. I hope we did justice to the ref community. I felt that, as I said at the beginning of the show, I can't do it justice because I'm a player and I really don't know the inside workings of how you guys do things. That's why we had Desi come on and basically run the show into the ground. No, I'm just
Damn. Fighting words.
Right into the back corner of that
There you
ball
go.
field.
There you go, Jesse. There you go.
Around.
I really do appreciate all the work that Jesse does. He's a really cool cat, and I really do appreciate the fact that you came on and we're basically ran the show for us, asked the questions, got the people on. You're a really cool cat, and you made the show that much more better. So I love you for it. Thank you very much, my brother.
Much love, guys.
Okay, so let me get my band. Let me get my thing here. Let me get my music going, and then you guys don't leave. Hang out 1 second.